What's up? Welcome back to Whitney Styles YouTube channel. In this video, we are touring the Rosé Mansion located in New York City. So if you are a fan of wine, rosé, or just really dope aesthetics, then this video is definitely for you. First things first, walk in the building like you own the place. Hit that supermodel walk, strike a pose for the camera, and come through. If you like this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, drop me some comments, and hit that subscribe button. Now let's get to the tour.
Fermentation is how wine is made, and that's probably the most important rule out of all of them.
You said what? Oh, wine.
Fermentation is when good bacteria eats bad bacteria. So when yeast eats glucose, you're left with ethanol and carbon dioxide, which is the good stuff inside of your glasses. As for the wine we're trying today, it's La Charmel from Provence, France. Alcohol percentage is 12.5%. A medley of 5 different grapes.
The Rosé Mansion was way too loud to continue to film it as a vlog, so I'm doing a voiceover. But at the mansion, they have 8 different really cool themed rooms where you're able to sample 8 different types of rosé, where they range from dry to sweet. The first room is the Fermentation Room, so it's kind of set up like a science lab where they have all these beakers with fake fluids and tubes running through it. Gives you the Fermentation 101 on the blackboard, and of course a sample. As you explore the mansion, sipping different types of rosé from France, Italy, and Spain, you'll also have a chance to take some really cool photos. Trust me, it gets better than this box, and then also learn fun facts about wine along the way. I don't know about you, but I've always wanted to pop up out of a birthday cake. This is the celebration room. I don't remember the wine, but the room was one of my favorites because I really loved the color scheme, the decor. It was such a vibe. When I first walked into the room and saw that pretty birthday cake, it automatically made me think of Rihanna's song, Birthday Cake. He want that cake, 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 cake. What song does this room remind you of? Next room is called the Secret Garden. This is my second favorite room in the mansion. I really love the flowers, the greenery, the rose petals everywhere. It reminds me of a wedding and just people happy, smiling, and having a good time. The good thing about this room is that they have multiple stations set up for people to be able to take photos, videos, pictures, boomerangs. That's what I'm over here doing, trying to get a good boomerang so I can add to my Instagram. If you're not following me already, go ahead and add me at Whitney Styles. Of us were keeping it cute, fun, playful, but this couple was keeping it real sexy in the Secret Garden. I don't know if they were engaged or what, but they were trying to get some steamy pictures in that bathtub. But I like their outfit, so Shar is probably taking photos for Snapchat, but she doesn't like strangers to follow her, so I can't give y'all her name. This next room reminds me of the old school game Candyland. So there is a game set up on the floor, Pursuit of Sweetness, to help you find your perfect glass of wine. Going into this, I already knew what the outcome was going to be. I already knew they were going to tell me that I prefer sweet wines. Sweet white wines to be exact, like my go-to is Moscato. Part of my preference is definitely a flavor thing, but then I also prefer wines that have a lower percentage of alcohol in them. And if you drink drier wines, those tend to have a higher alcohol percentage, which normally gives me a headache. And I don't need a headache, I just want to feel a little bit buzzed. Don't get it twisted, I'm definitely open to trying other wines. I have a friend from work who is a wine connoisseur, has literally traveled the world collecting and sampling different types of wine, and then he brings that knowledge back to me and is trying to help me expand my palate, but it just hasn't worked yet. If you love wine, please let me know what your preference is, white or red, sweet or dry, and what some of your favorite brands are in the comment section below. The next room is Cleopatra's Palace, so you'll notice an Egyptian theme throughout the entire room. This room reminds me of the movie The Mummy. Did anybody else watch The Mummy growing up? That used to be one of my favorites. This room had at least 5 different stations set up for people to be able to take different photos. This room also had my favorite wine, which was a sparkling red wine. Surprise, surprise. Besides the wine, my favorite part of the room was this little chair and backdrop. If you go to the Rosé Mansion, be prepared for people to be extra as fuck. Like, look at this woman. She's super cute. Love the outfit, love the hair, like the shoes, everything. Super cute, but that's the level of extraness that people bring to the mansion. This next room is basically a vanity room. It reminds me of Vegas. We were the most annoyed in this room. There were so many people, like everywhere you turn around, it was people. The lighting was really awkward. I tried to get a cute picture by this little vanity mirror. Didn't really work out. Charlene was tired. She was ready to go. This room had a fake stage and a bunch of cute props that you could use to play dress up, like sequins robes and cute headpieces, but me and my friends, We weren't doing none of that. We were in New York the first week of March, 2 weeks before they started limiting travel and before states started issuing the stay home, stay safe order. Alexa, play Cardi B, coronavirus, shit is getting real, shit is getting real, shit is getting real. Is the ball heavy? What are you supposed to do with the balls then if you can't pick it up? Just go lean on it, it'll look cute. Okay, little booty pose, booty action. So this is one of those moments when your friends take a picture of you, you gotta make sure that you approve. The way Mott's was struggling to pick that ball up, I said, wait a minute. Kevin Hart voice, wait a minute. Let me see if the struggle is really that real. The balls, no lie, are awkward to pick up and to handle. They're kind of heavy, but you know, I made it work. I had to make it work for the sake of the boomerang. This video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, drop me some comments, and hit that subscribe button. Now, to the next room. This next room reminds me of Austin Powers. It's really boring. Like, outside of the colorful paint on the walls, there's nothing exciting about this room. There were a couple ribbons hidden along the wall. I guess you could do some twirling around. There was this circle on the wall, but when you spin the circle, nothing exciting happens. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my wine sample and head out like SpongeBob. So they give you a sample of dry wine and then they give you a gummy bear. I don't know why the Rosé Bay was looking at me like that, but you eat the gummy bear and then you have another little swig of your wine and that's that. I'm calling this next room the New York Farmer's Room. How cute is this couple? This well-groomed man in his little red suit. If my man don't have that same energy and excitement to make sure I get the perfect photo, I don't want him. They were cute, but woo child, she was struggling to walk in them little heels. Look at her ankles. The wine sample was dry, just like this room. I just don't know what to do with this. The clouds are kind of cool, but then you get to the ground and I think it's supposed to be some type of optical illusion with like the wood piers, the ladders, the water, the clouds. But then it's just so many people in the room, I can't even figure it out. I don't know where to stand to get a cool picture in here. And then there's not any other like photo booth stations set up in this room either. So this room is definitely not one of my favorites. Once you navigate through the 8 rooms, you reach the disco ball pit, and I risked my life going in here for y'all during COVID-19, so please don't let this flop. So that's the end of the themed rooms, but this tour is not over. Do not click away. There is still definitely more to see. Now I'm going to show you Rosé Land. So Rosé Land is a lounge. They have a bunch of cool photo opportunities, but then they also have a wine bar that features rosé wines from every major country in the world. If you're planning to go to the Rosé Mansion, I have some tips for you. Number 1, wear something that you feel pretty in. Even if you don't plan on taking pictures, you could end up in somebody else's picture or videos. Also, wear shoes that are comfortable walking in. You don't want to be like old girl with the wobbly ankle earlier in the video. My next tip is to avoid weekends and peak hours. That way you can go during a time where there is less traffic and you might even be able to save money because they do offer a happy hour Monday through Friday before 6 p.m. Take lots of pictures and videos. Life is about experiences and making memories with people you love. And my last tip is to be patient. Sometimes it gets crowded in the rooms. You may feel overwhelmed. You may just want to walk out, but don't leave. Be sure to get the full experience of the Rosé Mansion. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. I appreciate you. Until next time.